like a boss.
All right, so today we're gonna be talking about signs that he settled for you. And let me tell you something. It's unfortunate, but everybody settles for something. Whenever you work for something and you don't get what you initially wanted, you settle. It's part of life. Life is all about settling. You settle for a college, you settle for a job, you settle for a school, you settle for a channel, and you settle for a guy. And guys do the same, all right? And there are signs that somebody settled. And the thing is that sometimes there's a totem pole of settling. There's the first option, the second option, third option, fourth option. Oh my motherfucker! I mean, some people go down to the 100th option, right? And there are signs that you are that option, that you are the settlement, and it can be very demeaning. I'm not gonna lie. And the thing is that the problem is that it's such a common thing. Like Chris Rock has said a joke that Chris Rock said, "Guys, don't you notice that your woman sometimes just stares at you just like this? She thinking about, man, I could have done so much better," something like that, right? And so, in those situations, it depends. So it depends whether or not you should stick. But let's talk about the signs because it's very important. And I'll be honest with you, if you're in a situation, look at the context. Don't just say he's settling. Look at the context. There's a reason why people settle sometimes. Sometimes it's because they're using their heads, trying to do for kids and blah, blah, all that bullshit. But let's first talk about the signs, all right? When a guy likes you, there's a lot of enthusiasm. When he doesn't like you, there isn't. So there's a huge difference in the level of enthusiasm. Now, sometimes it might be because they're smart and they're keeping a distance in the beginning, but for the most part, that enthusiasm is uncontrollable, right? So from the start, you see lack of enthusiasm. You sense that he wants to leave but doesn't and gets bored, right? Like you could sense that he wants to leave but he doesn't. Like it's almost like you sense that he wants to leave but he doesn't tell you with the words. It's like he's like chronically bored and frustrated, right? That's a big one. Like when he's frustrated with life, when you sense that he didn't live up to his potential, when you notice him complaining about how life did him wrong, even and also when you just notice him talk about things in an entitled way, like saying, "Man, I should have had that. Man, I should have had that." Don't you think he's gonna say, "Man, I should have had her too"? Like chronic dissatisfaction with their life. That would tell you that and again, he may not tell you verbally, but he's gonna, by him complaining about his life, about where he is in life, not being happy where he is. I could promise you that that he's settled. But the thing is that sometimes people do that. It doesn't mean that they don't love you. You know what I'm saying? So this is an accumulation of all of these. And next one is constant argument, passive aggression, and argument. But the big part is that the argument is that you sense that if you don't fix it, he's gonna walk away. And the reason why that is not because he's confident, but because he deep down settled for you. You know what I'm saying? And so that's a big one. Constantly arguing, constantly bickering. The problem isn't that you didn't clean the dishes. The problem isn't that that you didn't cook right. The problem is that deep down he's not happy with you. Deep down he's not happy with you. And sometimes it's up to you to read those signs and do everyone a favor and leave. Unfortunately. You know? The next one is you notice he's more distant when around other women. Oh, how better yet, he's happier when around other women. So all of a sudden, when he's around other friends that's females, or you catch him in a situation where he's around other people, suddenly he's a new person. See what I'm saying? So a big one is notice how he behaves with you compared to other females. How he behaves with you compared to his friends. If you notice that you see a happier side when he's around his friends, I'm sorry, man. See, a big part of this is not taking it personal. That's the big part, not taking this personal, because this happens a lot more often than you think, and it's important for you not to take it personal. You know what I'm saying? It's just bad luck. The next one doesn't make eye contact you as much. That's a big one, especially in sex. Let me tell you something, man. If I don't find you attractive, we ain't looking at each other. All right, that's how that works. Or better yet, if I don't have a connection with you, we ain't looking at each other. All right, so. Not making them. The thing is that it's funny because I notice. See, I'm very aware of the things I do with the women that I like and the women that I don't like. And one of the things that so that I could learn from that. And one of the things that I do is that I don't look at them that much. Like when I don't like the girl, I don't make that much eye contact. And I think that it triggers a certain neglect inside of him. I really do believe that. You know what I'm saying? And so him not making a lot of eye contact with you just means that he just doesn't want to look at you. It's like it's just how it is. Kind of like when you don't like someone, you look away. It's an unconscious thing, you know. When you don't like what you're seeing, you look away. But it's not like he's not looking away. It's not like he's looking away from you like that. No, he's just not making that much eye contact. Like he'll look at everything but here. He'll look at here, but here. You know, like trust me. Like I'm very aware of myself that this is how people do things. You know. The next one is that obviously less sex. All right, there's always an excuse. All right, always an excuse. All right, so less sex. Even if you blow him for 2 hours straight, he's gonna say fuck. Yeah, she's blowing me, but not the girl that I want to be blown by. Like I'm telling you, like I say this, and you guys think I'm crazy, but I'm just showing you what goes through people's minds. So you can judge me as much as you want. I'm just telling you what goes through people's minds. All right. So that's a big one, less sex. And the next one is obviously cheating. Obviously cheated on you, you know, and even worse, is not even remorsed, right? Now, there's the thing, is that you might say, I'm pretty, right? Right? You're pretty, and why would he do that? Well, you know what? Sometimes people get dumped by other people, and they're looking for somebody to take them home. They're looking for somebody to redeem themselves with. So you'll break up with him, and he'll look for somebody that looks similar to you, so that he could possibly relive and redeem what he lost. It's just how people work. And in that case, you gotta leave. If you get these signs, constant argument, him not being enthusiastic. A big one is that you notice the conversation doesn't go well unless you don't put the effort. If you're in that situation, just bounce, man. Because the effects on your self-esteem is not worth this. Because it could take you years to recover from this. Because it could potentially create patterns in your behavior where it's normal for you to chase. You see what I'm saying? You can't stay in those situations. You gotta bounce. It's just not gonna work out. It's just not. Like, a big part of life is accepting when these relationships are not gonna work out. Because if you don't accept it, then you're pretty much asking for trouble. You're asking for trouble. You're asking to pay me. You're pretty much giving me business. Because these kind of things is what I, make money from, right? It's like a doctor. A doctor praying for work is pretty much asking for tragedy, right? People, man, it's not fun being the one who's dumped. It really isn't. But don't be the one that, like, don't be other people's rebound. Get people's history, understand people's history, know the guy's history, what happened, and again, I talk a lot about this in my course because it's important for you to find out. And the problem about finding out is that sometimes the guy knows what you want, so he hides it. You see, he hides because he knows what you want to hear. So it's a delicate balance. All right, people. This is Alex from mindforattraction.org.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces. One is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're gonna be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.